Welcome to the... Whew. All right, everyone, huddle up. Today we have the best quarterback in the NFL joining us. I'll just go fuck myself, Cam. Okay. What is up, everyone? God damn it, Cam. That was the read. That was it. Welcome to AFK with Ninja. I'm your host, Tyler Ninja Blevins. I'm a gamer and streamer who's exploring the chaos of the internet and the thrilling world of music, sports, and entertainment. Join me as we discover what it means to be AFK while learning about these dynamic industries. This is an interview episode. I am chatting with the best, brightest creators, artists, and athletes about their upcoming projects and the wild journey that led them to where they are today, with general randomness accepted. You are now tuned in to AFK with Ninja. Welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have the man, the myth, the Detroit legend himself joining us, NFL star and Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff. The conversation is epic. Jared and I chat about all things on the field and off. He talks about why he's ready to dominate this coming season. He shares some of his experiences as a male model. Like, what can't this guy do? Well, he's actually not very good at Madden, but besides that, he breaks down why that is. He shares how he stays healthy, mentally prepared, and ready all year round. And finally, he has some exciting updates about this upcoming wedding with his supermodel fiance. Congratulations, Jared. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Wow, what an intro, man.
Come on.
That was high quality right there. I will take it.
I mean, how are you feeling right now, like physically? Would you say like 100%? Are we? This is 100% Goff, man?
Oh yeah, physically I'm 100. Physically, mentally, everything. I'm 100, and
oh man,
it'll probably go down from there. You know, as the season goes on, you don't typically stay at 100 through the whole year, but you know, we got a good O-line, and hopefully they keep me upright like they have the last couple of years, and we'll have a great year. Yeah,
man. I mean, I watched you guys last year, bro. I mean, the second half of the season, your stats, dude. I don't know if you know Tim, man. He's one of my best friends. He's obviously a diehard Dallas Cowboys fan.
Yep.
And I bring up your statistics of the second half of the season, man, the last 8 games. And I always compare him to Dak. And I'm just like, listen, man, Dak threw 5 interceptions or 6 interceptions in one game. And I think, I was like, Jared threw like 2 the rest of the second half of the season. How does that feel, dude?
Yeah, we had a great second half, man. It's kind of funny how, we get that question all the time. What did you guys do differently? And, I don't know if we did anything differently. We just were things started to click. And sometimes it happens that way where you're just kind of in that zone and things are going your way. And for those last 10 games, we won 8 of them. And being able to, have these young guys last year kind of fill in those gaps and come up with those plays late in the fourth quarter. And then, me doing my job obviously helps as well. But it was a fun time to be in Detroit. And I know I saw you at a game. I can't remember which one it was, but it was fun to be there in that stadium, and hopefully we keep it going.
Yeah. If people listening, if you guys haven't been to Ford Field, I think I talked about this with Rick, who's also a sneaker designer in Detroit, and it's just an absolutely incredibly talented guy. I was talking to him about Ford Field. And if you guys haven't been, or if you have the chance to go, even when you're away, right? Let's say it's your team, right. They got to go, especially in the winter. It's an indoor field. The stadium is it's electric to be there. Super welcoming. And a lot of people don't know that the Lions fans are very good fans, man. So you'll be treated well. 100% agreed. Now, I have a definition personally of what judges a good fan or the best fandom. And in your words, what would you say defines like a good fan, or like what earns the best fan?
I would say personally, fans that stick behind you no matter what. There can be some toxicity in the NFL among all fan bases, and I think everywhere is different, but typically the more passionate fan bases get a little bit more toxic. But I love our fans. They've been awesome. And I think the best fans are the ones that support us and support me when things are going well and when things aren't. And it makes it a lot of fun to play for when you have a group behind you like that. When you're down in the fourth quarter and you still got people that believe in you, it helps a lot.
Dude, my brothers and I, man, we don't turn the screen off, man. Whatever you guys are playing, no matter if you guys are dominating, if you guys are, losing, we got to finish it out. We got to close it out.
Right.
And my definition, you might love this, my definition of what makes the best fan, or if you had to say who is the best fans in the NFL, It is how they treat the enemy team or the opposing team when they are at home. So like, we're at home, and I think that's it. That's what defines it. Like, man, Packers fans, dude. I'm surrounded by them. I'm married. I don't know. My wife Jessica.
She's a Packer fan.
She's a Packers fan. I got her to be a Lions fan now too, though. She like loves the Lions. Good, she loves rooting for the Lions.
But when we play the Packers, who's she got?
She's got the Packers, unfortunately.
All right.
It is very unfortunate. However, even when they're bad, which is rare, their fans still don't give you anything, man. It's like, we expect it. We're terrible this season. Like go blow out a team. Like Aaron Rodgers will have the game of his life and just have a crazy comeback. And then they're just like, oh, we looked horrible last week. And it's just like, dude, you just won, right? And then when they lose, they're just like, oh, what do you expect? Same old Packers. We're not very good.
See, that's funny. Yeah. And they've had, a lot more success, obviously, than unfortunately the Lions have in the last 20 years or however long ago.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's nice to play for a fan base who's appreciative, which is fun.
Are there any specific or new techniques or routines you're incorporating to stay on top, especially now 7 years in the league?
Yeah, that's a great question. I've been messing around with what we call arm angles in the off season. So like a side arm angle or, even over the top, more of an arm angle, but finding different ways to deliver the ball accurately, I guess is the best way to describe it, as opposed to just your stock, pull it back and throw it. How can you get the ball from point A to point B either quicker or on a different angle and avoid some defenders and still be accurate with it. So that was kind of a big point of emphasis for me this offseason, just to become a little bit more creative and feel more comfortable making those type of throws.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm a massive diehard Matthew Stafford fan. Okay.
Yep.
Like, love him to death. Loved him when he was on the Lions. Happy that he's on, the Rams. And he found success the year that he was traded there. Like, but one of my least favorite things about Stafford when he was on the Lions is when he would scramble, which, by the way, would almost never happen. Right? You always trusted his massive shotgun of an arm that, he could just launch balls. He'd scramble outside. It's like 3rd and 1, by the way. And right when he's about to pass the line of scrimmage, he just throws it. He would throw it. And half the time it'd be an interception when he literally could have just ran it and got the first down easy. And I feel like that you would do it. I mean, last season, there were so many times where it was just like, you just see Goff on the move, man. Like, how do you decide when it's time to scramble, when it's time to, when you want to make the risky play? I mean, I feel like it should always just be get that guaranteed first down. But sometimes I feel like you just take the risk.
Yeah, it's interesting because you're always weighing percentages and like high percentage throws, low percentage throws and all that stuff. And I think I've got a lot of respect for Matthew and his ability to make some of those throws that are so hard and are low percentage throws that he does make happen. But at the same time, yeah, in your own game, everyone's own game, you want to limit those as much as possible. But at the same time, you want to take those chances and push it down the field when it's there. And yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to put it in your words. Like it'd be like, taking a certain shot in Fortnite or whatnot that is risky, that could get you killed, but it's also going to be something real cool. It'd be a great shot and it would win the game, but you might die if you go in there too fast. So it's all that you're kind of weighing percentages all the time in your head and trying to find out the best way to do it.
Man, that is honestly an incredible analogy because I can think of like 100 different situations in the last couple of, years where it's just like, let me just go over this crazy shot and, you miss it. And it's just like, well.
Right. But you have a lot of people watching you online, but you don't got 100,000 screaming at you in person.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I think I've been, I once performed, I quote unquote performed. I had like a cool little deal with Red Bull and I was at Lollapalooza. Yep. And this is like peak Fortnite. It was like 2018, 2019 Fortnite. And dude, it was crazy. Like I had maybe like a couple hundred fans. I would say at most 1,000 gathering around in like the off stage area of where I was like kind of streaming Fortnite and playing my Fortnite games. And like, it was nuts, man. Like hearing like the crowd like screaming to do stuff. And, and that's like, again, it's like 1,000 people. It's not, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 plus just screaming. Right.
But you felt the energy, you felt the excitement and even the disappointment if you didn't get it done.
Oh yeah, it's incredibly awkward. I would say it's more awkward when you're streaming a game like Fortnite because then you have to queue up and you die, right? Like the disappointment is losing, and you have to leave, and then queue up into the game. It takes 5 minutes of no action,
right?
Where at least the defense can go on and hopefully get a turnover and change the crowd's perspective.
Right. Yeah. No, we're able to play a team game. You're out there by yourself, my man.
Yeah, very sad. Very sad. Can be very lonely. Kind of like kickers, dude. This is not even on the sheet, but like and it kind of goes in with like the crowd noise as well. Is there like some sort of like, do you meditate? Right? Do you like, and if not, do you think that meditation and like to a high level, right? I'm not sitting there talking like, you kumbaya for like 5 minutes and try to clear your head. I mean, I'm talking like monk level, have you seen like the story of like the monks that go out into like the mountains, like the Aspen Mountains or whatever?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Or, like the Himalaya Mountains, whatever, the mountains they go up and they're in like negative 10-degree temperature.
Right.
Right. But their body temperatures it's like perfect.
Right,
like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right, they're controlling their mind so much. Yeah.
Yeah. Has the NFL or have kickers even like thought about trying to attain that level of focus? Because I feel like they should.
That's a good point. They should. It is a very lonely position to be them, and they're out there on their own, and there's so much blood, sweat, and tears literally going into every play, and then they come trotting out there, and the game kind of relies on their shoulders a lot of the times, and. Yeah, I think, some meditation could be beneficial for some of those guys. It's very similar to a golfer, right? Like they're out there by themselves. They're the one hitting the shot. They're the one that, is relying on it. And I think a lot of the mental strategies and meditation would be helpful for a lot of these kickers and would help them be more successful. But at the same time, there's a lot of these guys that have just been doing it their whole lives and are so good at it. And, just have to put it through those uprights, a few times a game. And we rely on those guys, though. It's important to have a good one.
I agree. What is it like right now, man? I mean, walk me through the energy of this season and last season. And like, dude, would you say like, is Detroit different right now, man? Like talk to me, dude.
There's a buzz, man. It's fun. But, in my spot, I try to, keep it off as much as possible, keep it away. Because it is such an exciting energy and fans are excited. Our first preseason game, I believe, was sold out and the type of crowd noise in there was just like a regular season game. It's a lot of fun to be here right now. It's a lot of fun to be in this city, but ultimately you got to go win. And I think the city's ready for a winner and we're ready to give it to them. But at the same time, you got to go do it. We can talk about it all we want, but if we don't go do it, it means nothing. But yes, it is exciting to be here and it is exciting to have a fan base that is as excited as they are. How many times can I say excited?
Yeah, at least 1,000 more, man. I mean, my just ordered Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today, dude. Like, which we only order usually during the season. And we're just, like the NFL theme on every single show right now. Like I freaking I had a podcast. Hell yeah, man. I had a podcast yesterday with my brothers, or a show rather. We were just talking about predictions of divisions and, who are Super Bowl champs, predictions, etc. There's so many things. Offensive player of the year and just the energy, bro. Like Starbucks has fall, pumpkin spice lattes are back. The leaves are changing, dude.
It's that time of the year, baby.
Dude. Hell yeah, man. Come on. Woo! I'm jacked. I'm pumped.
Sometimes it becomes mundane in the NFL. We get, we have practice every day. We have training camp, and then we get to talk to fans like you, and we get freaking fired up. So thank you for being as passionate as you are,
dude. Let's get the whole team on a quick call, dude. Okay, hold up. Now that I actually am like talking, like I have said this for the longest time, bro. By the way, this will probably never need to happen because you have Dan Campbell as your head coach. But if you guys just for some reason can't get fired up, man, just fucking get on your phone.
You're the guy.
And call me, dude. I will blow so much unnecessary steam up your guys' asses. You guys will just feel like you could take on the fucking world, man.
I'll say, hey, Dan, hold on. I know you want to talk to the team, but I got Ninja on the line.
Yeah, he's got to say something. Yeah. He just wants to say something real quick, and then you'll just hear me and all my brothers who are next to one another.
Just losing our minds.
Every game. Let's go, boys. Absolutely.
There you go.
I'm ready, man. I am ready. I'm ready. Just like you were ready back in September 19th, 2015, Cal versus Texas, man. You guys won 45-44, dude. Walk us through that game. Texas missed the extra point, and you guys had to play a final drive and ended up winning it.
Yeah, one of my favorite games I've ever played in. We were winning that game, I don't know, 40-something to 20-something in the fourth quarter, and we thought we kind of had it wrapped up in Texas. And when you play at Cal, you get to play all the Pac-12 teams, but you don't often get like a road game at a big atmosphere like that. So at Texas doesn't get much bigger than that. And we were beating them up pretty good, and they came all the way back. They scored, I think 21 points in the fourth quarter and had the PAT to tie the game there. And the kicker missed it. Talking about kickers again, he missed the PAT. Woo! And it went silent there in Darrell K. Royal Stadium, and be able to get that win. That's one I'll never forget.
What is the number one difference because I don't watch a lot of college football. I do now these last 2 years. What is the number one difference, college football, NFL, for you as a quarterback, let's just say?
Yeah, everyone will just say the speed. And I'll be a little bit more specific for you. I think the speed of the defensive lineman is by far, for a quarterback, the biggest difference is how fast these guys can get to you and then how fast they will chase you down. Like in college, I could run away from some guys if I needed to. In the NFL, I'm not running away from anybody. I'm just not fast enough. These guys are getting faster and faster on the D line. And, I can make a guy miss here and there, but I'm not just going to beat anybody in a race. So the speed of that, and then the speed in which decisions have to take place and have to be, done. The windows close that much faster. The defense, is in and out of their blitzes that much faster. So it's a lot more processing speed than anything at our position.
Processing speed. I like that, man. When I watch college football, dude, I swear and a lot of people, they swear by it. They love it. Maybe I'll get into it more and more as I watch it. But I feel like the majority of the time, it's just like 80-yard touchdown passes, bro. Like just blown coverage after blown coverage after blown coverage. It's like, how's this guy just open all the time? And, it's like 50 to 50, right? Like 100-point games. Like,
yep. I mean, I played in those in college. I played in those in the NFL too, but really in college, there's just defense isn't quite as good. And the offenses have a little bit more of an advantage than they do in the NFL with some of the rules they have and some of the stuff they can do.
The most, I'm watching, like mentally, I'm taking notes of all this stuff. I'm going to spew it back to John.
I love it.
AFK with the Ninja. We're going AFK with Ninja. What's he gonna say?
Moving on just a little bit, man. How does life change going from out of season into a very demanding season in schedule? Would you say it's like a tough transition? Do you stay as in shape, or do you kind of take a little bit of time off and rest, I guess?
Yeah, when the season's over, I'll typically take, call it 3 weeks to a month of rest time. I'm still doing stuff. I'm still active. I'm still outside, but I'm not quite working out like I am. Then after that, you're right back into it. You're working out. You're, either every day or every other day and throwing, in that mix too. Every quarterback is different. Everyone has a different routine. I like to throw a lot in the off season. I just like to keep my arm in shape, and it feels like it keeps me at my best. So I throw a lot, but yeah, you're working out a lot and you're getting yourself ready for training camp and then into the season. So it's a lot of work. And then once you get to the season, it's a little bit less working out and a little bit more practice, which is my type of day. I like that a little bit better.
I hated just running and working out for the sake of working out when I was growing up. I couldn't do it.
Game.
I had to have an objective. I had to have a ball in front of me, because I played soccer growing up. So like if I had a ball in front of me, dude, I could run 7 miles. Right. I mean, I did. I would run. I used to play 90 minutes, no break as a midfielder. But the second my coach tells me to start running around, I'm half a mile in and I'm just like, I'm parched, I'm drenched. I'm like, I have no energy left.
Right.
It's very strange. So dude, for those who don't know, you weren't obviously always a Lion. It's been just a recent couple of years. You came from the Rams. So when you get traded your first year, I mean, what is the pressure like when you're literally the most important? I think I speak for everyone when I say this, especially since I've been talking to a lot of quarterbacks lately, believe it or not. One being Kurt Benkert, who obviously has never really played fully professionally for, an entire season, but has played on and off. And he stresses the importance of the quarterback role. It is like, you obviously see it's important. Everyone talks about how important it is. But then to hear it from somebody who's been there, who also he said something like, how many times has somebody, a team lost their starting quarterback at a high level who didn't have a solid backup quarterback, and how well did they do? Right. And it's usually 9 times out of 10, it's terrible, right? Your quarterback has such an important role. Here you are, your first season in the Lions a couple years ago. How much time do you even have to, learn the offense? Do you learn all of it? Do they try to get you, the just as much as they possibly can before you guys go into it? Because I could tell personally how much better and how much more calm and confident you were the second year going into it.
Yeah, the first year was hard. It was learning, obviously, a new offense and getting comfortable with Detroit and where I'm living and our team and new coaches and new staff, new people in the building. Yeah, there's a million things you're getting comfortable with and trying to understand on the fly. And I did my best in it. We didn't do very well, but I think it set us up in a way, to be tougher for the next year and to have a little bit of that, grit that we talk about in us, for this past year. And Now, last year was exciting. We went 9-8, but still we didn't really do anything yet. But it's kind of been good learning lessons for us the last couple of years to hopefully set us up for a better run this year. But yeah, no, that year was hard. It was hard, and it was definitely a challenge personally and on the field.
AFK with Ninja. It's AFK with Ninja.
Okay, so this is a little bit off the field.
Okay.
You have an apparel brand. Is it just JG16? Is that how you say it?
You got it. Yep, you got it.
Dude, you guys, so you got apparel brand. You guys launch every fall. You match the sales dollar for dollar, and 100% goes back to the community.
That's
How
right.
long has that been going on? Are you like talking to me a little more about that?
Yeah, sure. Well, we started in LA, really was, I don't know, maybe 2018, 2019. The model that we have now wasn't quite fully fleshed out yet, but since last year really is when we truly were able to do it how we wanted to. We were able to create a catalog and sell the merch, and whatever we were able to make off the merch was matched by me. And that dollar amount went back towards the kids at the Fate program who actually designed the merch. So it's kind of a full circle thing.
Oh, that's so cool.
We partner with the Fate program. They work with about 175 of Detroit youth. And these kids are so creative. They're so smart. They're so driven. And it's a perfect partnership for me where I kind of hand it off to them and say, guys, come up with something cool. And our new capsule, which again, I don't know when this will come out, but our new capsule will come out next week prior to the first game. And again, we had a group of kids come up with some ideas that we put them on t-shirts, on hats, on hoodies, and we'll sell them. We'll sell them throughout the whole year. If you want to support me or support our team, it'll be on there on the website, jg16.store. And again, 100% of those proceeds go right back to those kids for their college endeavors and their future endeavors. So it's a lot of fun. It's really rewarding for me, and it's really impactful, I think, for the kids as well.
Dude, absolutely. So jg16.store.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right. So I have a question. You're an NFL player, right? Football. Your dad, Jared Goff, was a Major League Baseball player. Did he try to get you to start out with baseball first? Did he kind of like do what my dad did, which was just kind of, put a bunch of freaking balls in front of you and they're like, which one do you want? And then, whatever you're most interested in, you kind of play that. Like, what was that like?
Yeah, he was my baseball coach. So it was very, it pushed me towards baseball in some ways. That way he never did, but I was just always wanting to be around baseball. And I was good at baseball. I played all the way through high school, and it was fun doing that with him. I was just a little bit better at football, and football came a little bit more naturally. And, really the decision came when I got the full scholarship for football. And I said, well, that makes the decision easy. I'll go play football in college. And
yeah. There you go, man.
It's worked out pretty well. But no, yeah, I loved all sport. I played football, basketball, and baseball growing up, and would encourage all kids to do that.
Yeah, that's what Jess and I, we've been talking about kids more and more lately. And that's definitely one thing that we talked about was, just giving them all the options, right? Putting it all kind of in front of them and then just being like, do whatever you want to do. I don't want to be that parent that is going to, try to force my kid to do something like for me, it would be gaming, right? Like I'm honestly, I don't even know. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to push a little bit more on like the golf side, have him start kicking at the age of, 5 and just have him become the best kicker in the world.
Kicking and meditation early. And
meditation early. Yes, dude. There it is.
I've got a question for you on the gaming side, especially for kids. Like visually, does that ever become a thing where your eyes are looking at a screen for that long and it becomes a problem?
I never got headaches, man. Personally, I never got headaches. My eyes never hurt. And I don't know if it was because I just got used to it, right? Like I would say millennials, truly, like the millennial generation, if they hadn't grown up with their eyes in front of like the screen very long, then and they started to have to sit in front of a monitor because of work.
Yeah.
Like truly, it's just like you train everything, right? So, to me, dude, I'm 32 years old. I can sit in front of a screen for 20 hours and I will not have a single bit of strain on my eyes. Like,
wow. Yeah, it's a trained thing then. Yeah, I would imagine.
Like I will physically be in pain before my eyes hurt. Like my back will start to get sore. If I'm not sitting right, my hip flexors will start to like get a little in pain. And then it's like, all right, that's funny. My body gives out before my eyes do.
Right.
Being at my age now. So, that's funny. I try to do 24-hour streams.
No way.
Dude, I haven't even tried one in a year or two. But like when I was 30, I think I did one for like, and it was like, my body is just like in pain, bro. I can't do it.
24-hour stream. All the same game?
Yeah, it's mostly the same game, on and off with some other stuff to kind of keep it fresh. But
yeah,
I've been doing these types of marathons my whole life, so it's really not.
That's your sport, man. You're good at it.
I am. I love it. I love it. Jared, word around the street is you're not as good at Madden as you are on the field. Can you speak to that, dude?
Yeah, I'm not. And I haven't played Madden in quite some time now. But it's hard because when you're playing regular football, or when I am, I see a receiver open and I throw it how I want to throw it to get it there. And when I'm pressing the buttons, there isn't quite as much synchronization of what I want the ball to do when it's coming out of the Madden quarterback's hand. So no, I don't play Madden very often at all, really. And I'm not very good at it because it doesn't quite make sense to me as much as regular football does.
I've never heard anyone say it like put it like that, man. It's very
probably an
interesting.
excuse. I'm just not very good at it, but
Did you play a lot of games growing up? Or
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I used to love NCAA, the football game. I mean, I loved Madden forever. I used to play Madden forever. I just kind of stopped playing it. Once you play in football, you kind of get enough football. I don't need to come home and go play more football on video games, at least personally.
Sure, man.
For a while, the last 2 years, been playing a little bit of FIFA. I like FIFA. I was in Fortnite during that whole, 2017, 2018 time, even, up until 2020 during COVID stuff. I was playing Fortnite and loved it. Loved your stuff. Loved watching your stuff and trying to learn some of your stuff, I guess. But no, I really just played for fun and really enjoyed those times.
I definitely get it, man. I would not. I personally, I had a Madden kick when I was, a teenager. I played I think it was when they introduced the training camp. I think it was Madden 09, where you could just sit there and train. And as a quarterback, you make these. I mean, it would be difficult sometimes because your quarterback would suck. But you could just do the training camp over and over and over again. And
right. I remember that.
You threw it through the rings and really well. You could. It was so fun because you could improve your team, right? More and more and more. And I loved just trying to make the Lions good.
There you go.
It was so tough, man. But I'd sit there and do that training camp for hours just to get the perfect scores and to try to get them to improve as much as possible.
Well, hopefully we won't need you to improve us this year. We can meet your standards.
You guys met him. You guys met him the last 2 years, man. I'm so. Oh, I don't want to jinx it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. First of all, I don't believe in jinxing, so I'm not gonna.
Neither do I.
Yeah. All right. Good. All right. Let's kind of get a little bit. You mentioned her earlier. Your fiance. She moved with you and is now living in Detroit. Christen Harper, right? Your girl since 2019, model who's appeared in Sports Illustrated. You said she was your fiance when you were on your way here. Is that
she was not actually? She was my girlfriend when I got traded. She came out here, lived with me out here for I think what was that? Probably a year, and then I proposed last June, and we're getting married next June.
Next June. Wow, I was born in June, and so was my wife Jess. June babies.
There you go, June 22nd.
Oh, dude, Jess's birthday is the 23rd.
I just almost missed it.
Oh man, crazy. Is it in a little exotic place?
It's in California. Yeah, it's in California. We're both from California, so.
Oh, so a lot of your family's out there.
A lot of our family and friends will be there. Yeah, it'll be a fun time.
Dude, congratulations, man! I would marry for. My wife and I, we just had our 5-year anniversary. Or so I'm sorry, our 6-year anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah, it's exciting.
It was great, man.
6 years, man. That's good for you guys. We're just getting started, but we'll have our 0-year anniversary next June. Nice,
man. I know you said she's loving it now, but was it difficult originally when she, moved from LA to be with you in Detroit during the season? Is there a massive sigh of relief in the off season, or is it just passion all the way through, understanding the assignment kind of a thing?
Yeah, it's been, definitely different. I think when we were in LA, she was around her family and her friends so much that it wasn't much of a thing. When she has to come out here and be with me, and she loves it. She really does, but it does take a toll on her just being able to be around her family and stuff. And that's a sacrifice that I don't take lightly. I really appreciate her for doing that. And, something that I know she has to give up a lot, and it's I'm very thankful for it.
Is she a diehard football fan? Was she,
No.
No.
No. I don't even know if she had a favorite team before, she met me, but no. She didn't even know who I was when she met me, and I was playing quarterback in LA. So
hey, well, that's the best, by the way.
It is.
I will say that there's a lot to first off, nothing should matter and people's opinions shouldn't matter, but sometimes they do, and it sucks. It's very difficult to detach yourself from the public opinion. it's easier said than done, I guess I should say. But like Jess and I, you know, she met me, you know, 11, 12 years ago, 13 years ago almost.
Wow.
And, you know, we started dating like we started dating 11 years ago now when I was, you know, I averaged 500 viewers, right? So we were together when I was an absolute nobody. And it's really cool to say that we, you know, we were like, you know, it didn't matter, right? It was just true love, and it wasn't for me being the biggest gamer in the world at the time, which a lot of people are still just delusional and say shit like that. It's so funny, dude. It's just like, you know, she married you for your money. I was like, bro, homie, when she met me, I was making 30K a year, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Grinding.
Well, literally, dude.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah. I'm very lucky to have her, and I hope she feels the same way, you know, but yeah, I'm very lucky to have her.
Awesome, man. Here's a friendly reminder to just get her flowers for no absolute reason.
There you go. Yes, I will. That's a great reminder.
I've been doing that a lot lately for Jess, and it's almost like fun, dude. Right. It's almost fun, you know, to be like, let me just completely, like, you know, flip her on her head and her like, because she's not going to expect random flowers on a Tuesday afternoon.
Right. There you go.
It's time for this or that.
This or that. You have to choose this or that. AFK.
All right, dude, I get you for 10 more minutes, man. So let's rock the final segment. We got this or that.
Perfect.
And are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question number 1, a home game or an away game?
Ooh, home game. Shoot. I mean, the away games are fun, silence in the crowd, but home, playing in front of your fans. Home game.
Madden or 2K?
2K.
Okay. Ryan Gosling or Ryan Reynolds?
Who do I like more?
Sure.
I like Gosling. I saw Barbie. I thought it was funny. I thought he did a good job, but I like him.
All right, sauna or cold plunge?
Ooh, cold plunge. That's good for you.
I can't even breathe in a sauna, so it's tough. Fourth down bomb or fourth down QB sneak?
Bomb.
Absolutely, dude.
Of course.
Come on, man. If I see you in fourth down, throw a bomb instead of QB sneak, I'm literally going to think about this exact moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Mustache or beard?
Ooh, mustache.
All right. San Francisco or LA?
Ooh. God. Like the actual cities themselves.
Yeah, let's go with cities themselves to make it easier.
See, like all my family's from the Bay Area. We are not from San Francisco, but we are from the Bay Area. So I love going there to see my family. I don't love going to San Francisco, the actual city. And I live south of LA. So I'll say LA. And I know that's going to disappoint a lot of people, but I live there and I enjoy being there. But I do enjoy more so being in Northern California, not in San Francisco, though. How about that?
Right. There you go. Perfect, dude. Golf or tennis?
Golf.
I've just recently started golf the last 2 months, and I am addicted.
Yeah.
Painfully.
Join the club.
Yeah. I will have to, if we're ever around, man, we'll have to play sometime.
I
don't know if you're incredible. I'm not. But I'm
not.
Getting there. I'm trying to.
I've been playing for a little while, but I'm no good either.
MetLife Stadium or Lambeau Field?
Lambeau, for sure.
I love Lambeau too, man. It's iconic. I love the area around. I love how it's like flat. You know, I don't know. Yeah. That's weird, but I love how like open it is around it. It's just like this, like nothing else around it, you know, after the fact, except for just, you know, all of the restaurants, bars, and then the hotels for people to stay at. And then it's just kind of like, you know.
Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm playing like a high school game again or like a college game. Like it's that type of atmosphere around the stadium.
Tom Brady or Joe Montana?
Joe Montana. I grew up in the Bay Area. He's the guy.
Come on, man. Let's go. I love these. All right. Other questions. This is not this or that. What is your favorite post-game meal?
Oh, man. Great question. Favorite post-game meal? I'm going to go with, I know this is sloppy, but some sort of pizza. You know, if I can get some Detroit-style pizza after a big win, you know, maybe I can enjoy one drink or something and just some Buddy's pizza or something like that. You know, it's good.
People underestimate the Detroit style pizza. If you haven't, man, they got to try it.
It's great.
Phenomenal.
It really is.
Is it gross to use your partner's toothbrush? I don't know how this got on here, but I'm just reading it.
Yeah, I do think it's gross.
I used to.
Oh, that's gross.
No, man, listen, man, I used to. And then I'm not kidding. I've been with Jess for so long. It got to the point where, I mean, I would literally do anything with her, to her, around her. There's nothing gross anymore.
Right.
And it's not out of familiarity. I've used her toothbrush before, and she's actually incredibly like. No, absolutely not every night.
Oh,
no.
Okay. I was misunderstanding the question then.
No, it's like, oh my God, we're traveling in a hotel for a night. I forgot my toothbrush.
Yeah, no problem. I thought you were saying you were just sharing toothbrushes.
Oh, absolutely not. That's not okay.
No. Just one toothbrush for the two of you.
No. This is like a once a year thing, dude.
I thought you guys were traveling around with one toothbrush.
No, dear God, man. Thank you for clarifying that, dude, because someone else would have thought the same thing.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. What is the first thing you do after the season is over?
Sleep, rest, lay down. May go on vacation, but typically like to take at least a little bit of time to do absolutely nothing and decompress a little bit.
I love that answer, man. And when I was running 3 days back in high school, it was like the same thing. There was nothing greater than just sitting around and sleeping in and doing nothing.
Yep.
Yeah. Who would you want to perform at your 30th birthday party?
Oh, man. I'll go with who I've been listening to a lot lately is Zach Bryan, and he would be great live at a 30th birthday party.
Okay.
Country singer.
What is your underrated vacation spot?
Oh, underrated. That's a great question. There's a place called, my friend actually just went to this place called Lake Almanor in California, and I'd been there growing up a little bit. Handful of times. Great place, great lake, warm lake, easily swimmable. People love Lake Tahoe where I'm from, and I love Lake Tahoe. It's just cold and the water is always hard to swim in. So Lake Almanor is sneaky. Not many people probably know about it, and it's a fun lake to be on.
Now you might have just blown up your spot, but if you want, we can X that out.
No, that's okay. It's well known enough.
All right. Now it comes down to the two questions that we ask every one of our guests. If you had to delete all but 3 apps from your phone, which ones would you keep? Something you got to download off the App Store. How about that?
Okay, I'm gonna keep some sort of score app, whether it's ESPN or some app that shows you the scores of games.
Okay,
so I'm gonna go Amazon. I'm gonna go a score app. I don't want to say Instagram because I don't need Instagram. It's just nice to have. I'm going to go Spotify. I have to have music. Spotify.
There you go. There it is. All right. My 3 would be probably either Uber Eats or DoorDash. One of those.
Oh, gosh.
Yep. You messed up, man. Shoot. You messed up, dude.
I really don't need the score app that bad.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this question, it actually makes it really just prioritize your life and kind of figure things out, dude.
Shoot.
So I got Spotify, Uber Eats, or DoorDash, and then the third one is probably going to be Twitch. Twitch or YouTube, a live streaming platform to watch. Because I literally, if like right after this, I'm pulling up a stream for the rest of the night on one of my side monitors.
There you go.
And then last but not least, AFK, the name of the podcast, stands for Away from Keyboard. What do you define AFK in your words? Meaning like, what do you do? What do you do when you're AFK? What do you do when you're not slinging the football around, man?
Sure, yeah.
How do you?
Hang out with friends, hang out with family. I like to play a lot of golf. I just mentioned I'm not very good, but I like to play. I live near the beach in LA, so sometimes ride your bike down on the beach or some stuff like that. Just be out in nature a little bit. I love my dog, hang out with him quite a bit. Yeah, just, chilling, hanging out with friends and family, enjoying my free time when I do have it and gearing up for a season.
Dude, perfect answer, man. Perfect answer. And listen, dude, it's been the full hour and your dog didn't bark once. At least I didn't hear him.
He must be sleeping.
I didn't hear. Come on, man. Let's go. It is destiny, dude.
Awesome.
Perfection. All right, dude, Jared, perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this. And just know that I will be watching every single game this season.
Awesome, man. We appreciate your support and your passion, man. We see it. And thanks for having me on, dude. This was fun.
Woo! And there you have it, folks. We've reached the end of another epic AFK with Ninja episode. If you've enjoyed the journey thus far, please consider leaving a rating, review, and hitting that follow button. We have a ton of incredible guests coming your way, and I want you to be the first to know when a new episode drops. Until next time, catch you soon.
In the realm of dreams, Ninja mounts a dragon. They soar and count their blessings to get to the recording session. Oh, Ninja's on his dragon.